Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
In this video, I'm going to give you one of my most controversial advice that I've given all my clients, all my students, and for which I'm either absolutely hated by conservative people, or you could say people say this is new age thinking. So you watch the video and you decide and you let me know whether you agree or disagree. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in the Middle East, especially Dubai, UAE. Okay. And people book my services for coaching, consulting, personal issues, professional issues, stuff that you cannot tell other people. Okay. So now what happens is whenever I get a client, I take a great deal of interest, and this is a long-term client, okay, long-term client. If they really want to up their personal brand, I always ask them questions about their family, their friends, their religion, the people they hang around with, their friends. In fact, I might even ask them, show me the photograph of your friends. Where do you hang out? What do you do? What are your hobbies? What are your interests? What about your parents? What do they believe in? What religion do you follow? How much do you follow religion? Even your spouse, how does she look? How does she act? How does she behave? What is your interaction with your spouse? I ask them all these pieces of information: where they live, which part of the city, which building, which apartment. Why do I ask all this? Is because all these factors will determine whether you'll be successful or not, okay, in terms of a personal brand. And I'll give you a specific example to highlight this. A couple of years ago, I got this young man who approached me for my services. Okay, young man, let's say somewhere in his 20s. And he said, I've been watching a couple of your videos. And initially, when I saw your tattooed face, and I was like, who the hell is this freak? And why is he talking bad about India? Why is he talking bad about UAE? He was based in UAE. Yeah, he is based in UAE. But then as he started seeing, more and more videos, he got curious. And then he realized, this guy, he thinks like me. He kind of felt drawn towards me for my style of thinking. And very soon, one fine day, he decided to book my services, which is perfectly fine. But then he told me, as we started speaking, we had one session, went well, second session, third session, and finally he asked me, what about your long-term coaching and all that? And he finally decided to take a long-term coaching. And this was where he opened up one day and said, I want to tell you something, please don't feel bad. I said, go ahead. He's saying, I'm married and I have children. I said, yes, I do. He's saying, my wife hates you. She cannot tolerate you. My wife's family hates you. My family thinks you're satanic, you're evil. All my friends, not a single friend likes you. All the people who I hang around with, my social circle, they know I watch your videos. It has come to the part where they literally make fun of me, they mock me. So I told him, well, you can't blame them because you are from a conservative background, you're from a conservative religion, you're from a conservative society. So what do you expect? And I told him, if you had asked me, I would have told you not to inform all of them. Saying, yeah, but it's too late, I've already told them. I said, okay, fine. But now I know what you'll think. That is why you made sure that he broke up with all of them. No, that's not the reason. He did break up, but I'll tell you why. He was earning in the range of 10 to 12,000 dirhams. Okay, you can Google search in terms of USD. I think it's 3 to 4,000 US dollars. Okay, 10 to 12,000 dirhams. That's what he was earning with his commissions and up and down petrol, this and that. 10 to 12,000 dirhams. This guy wanted to earn more than that. So because he had taken my coaching for various other things, I told him, listen, if you really want to push yourself to the next level, then you have to be to the next level. So I chalked out a plan for him, a 1 year, 2 year plan, whereby we would work on various areas. We worked on his communication skills, delivery skills, dressings, the way he would dress, the way he would behave. And I also told him, say, listen, if you want to cross this, you have to stop meeting your friends. You have to stop meeting your relatives, because literally every single week, twice, he would go hang out with his friends for the whole day, friends and relatives, whole day. They would go for a picnic, or they would go for, family get together. And I told you, he's in his 20s, so they would meet to eat together and spend the whole day. Just imagine the whole day. You're off, the day that you get off, you're spending the whole day with them. Okay. So I told him, you're going to stop doing that, because instead of spending the whole day with them, I would rather have you spend the whole day learning a new skill, networking with some business people, meeting industry decision makers. So you'll have to change all that. And before, he was like his wife's driver. He would do the shopping, he would do the groceries, he would even do the house cleaning, he would do the babysitting after work. So he had to leave office on time. So I said, you have to stop all this. You're not a babysitter, you're not a cleaner, you're not a cleaning the kitchen, cleaning the toilet, cutting vegetables, cooking. You're not all that. You're a man. You have to behave like one. I would rather have you go to some etiquette classes or communication classes, or maybe in relation to your work, upgrade and get a new degree and, a diploma or a certification. So he decided to blindly follow my advice and value his time. He enrolled for classes, he enrolled for networking programs, he started meeting industry leaders. And obviously, there's an opportunity cost. He stopped hanging around with his friends, his relatives, and they started hating me more. They said that I was convincing him to get himself tattooed and smoke and drink and do satanic stuff and all that bullshit. Okay. Fast forward couple of years later, today, this guy, from 10 to 12,000, he gets in the range of 30, 35 to 40, that range, which is like 4 times more. Okay. It was not easy. It was a very tough journey. And he's being coached now for the next level. I'll tell you this, before he used to even accept his friends used to pay him little bit of money. He was like a buff bodybuilder. They would pay him little money for him to coach them for bodybuilding. He would, let's say, $100, $200 they would pay him per month for him to coach them. And he used to do this as an additional revenue generating, like, $100, $200. His own friends, they would do the gym, go to the gym and train. And obviously, he used to drive 45 minutes. This guy now, today, doesn't go to the gym at all. He just does a treadmill in the house. He does cardio. And even if someone were to offer him, forget before $100 or $200, even if someone pays him $1,000, he will refuse to coach you. Why? Because his time spent in the office meeting CEOs, directors, decision makers is much more valuable. Before, he used to spend 2 to 3 hours going to the gym, even driving through traffic, sometimes 30 minutes to 45 minutes just to drive to the, like a nice gym. Today, 20 minutes or 30 minutes fast exercise treadmill he has in the house, and that's it. Before, he used to spend 3 hours in the gym. Today, he spends only 20 minutes to 30 minutes. Before, he used to spend 2 days in a week meeting all the friends and relatives, all this bullshit crowd. Today, now, he spends those 2 days networking with the who's who of the industry, conferences, seminars, even traveling sometimes to go to different parts of the Middle East. Here's the thing. These people, before, their salary, average salary, they say, no, take 5 of your friends, best friends, calculate their total salaries, make an average. That is the highest what you will earn. These people, the maximum highest salary was roughly in the range of 1.5 to 2,000 US dollars. Today, he is interacting and mixing with people who earn maybe even $10,000. 2,000, 10,000. See, their behaviors are different. They And even restaurants, before he used to go to all these family-based restaurants, these small, he goes now to VIP 5-star hotels because he's networking with the directors and decision makers. I'm not saying that there's a shame in going to a small restaurant, but you get what I'm saying. He's valued his time so much. In fact, when relatives call him for a festival or this thing, he says, I'm sorry, I'm busy. I'm focused on my work. And obviously, if you didn't know it by now, he broke up with all his friends, broke up with all his relatives, even ended up with a divorce. And today, well, he's dating a young, beautiful woman. Not too young. She's slightly older than him. I think a little older or slightly older, whatever. But he's very happy. They book, holidays together. They travel to these VIV, these packages where you pay a little bit more money, but you enjoy. So he's kind of enjoying that. Now, I'm not making this video to say that break up with your wife and children and your family and all. But I'm giving you the differences between earning $3,000 to $4,000 to, double or triple that. And I even asked him this question. Now, when you look back, how do you feel? He's like, I have no bloody idea what the hell was I doing. Today, I would not even look at these people who are hanging out with the friends because they dress up crap, they talk crap, they gossip, they'll smoke, they'll drink, they will literally he's saying yuck. That is how he described it. Today, he deals with people who, I'm not saying that I'm evaluating them just based on their money that they're earning, but they're very ambitious. They're talking of certifications, education, self-improvement, fitness, the investments, and they meet in VVIP places. And he's learned so many things, from the art of networking to the art of communication to the art of presenting himself. And just imagine, when he was earning 10 to 12,000 dirhams versus today 35 to 40,000, he's meeting directors, he's meeting CEOs. Before, he used to meet all these small, low-level assistant manager and all that. There's a big gap. In fact, even the car he drives, before he was driving a second-hand kind of this thing, today he's driving a state-of-the-art. I don't want to give the exact thing, but he's driving uh, an amazing vehicle, amazing. And plus, yes, this is the location that he's staying. Before, he used to stay in infested area with all these people who are trying to save money for rent. Today, he stays in a real good posh location where all the people there have similar views, opinions of growth. Now, what I'm trying to tell you here is, if you want to grow, if you want to change, if you want to improve, you cannot do that hanging out with the same old people, mixing with the same old mentality, believing what you used to believe in the past. All has to be upgraded. Just like when you have a bodybuilding group, they only talk about bodybuilding and they spend time on bodybuilding, they invest money into supplements and steroids, and they will train together, and everything is bodybuilding. In the same way, a bodybuilding team versus a marathon team, a team that does long distance, they will talk different, they will train different, they will plan different, their lifestyles will be different. So, bodybuilder versus long distance runners, and bodybuilders are all fat, big, heavy, strong. Runners are slim and trim, and they like to keep themselves light. And then there's triathlon. So, just imagine if someone is a chess playing group, then it's totally, the dynamics are different. Let's say a biker group that only does biking. So decide which circle you want to fit in, and based on that, decide whether that lifestyle suits your values at the moment. For this client of mine, he wanted to earn more money, wanted to achieve his dreams, wanted to climb the corporate ladder, wanted to brush shoulders with the who's who. It would be impossible. Can you imagine a CEO of a company or someone, a director, babysitting his wife, driving the relatives up and down, picking up groceries, cleaning the house, spending 2 days a week meeting unwanted crappy relatives who are earning all, $1,000 income. Come on, man. He literally sometimes even sits and studies and learns for his new certification program. That is what he does in his free time. So my message to you is, if you want to change your current reality, then you have to change all those factors that encircle you, that is a part of your current reality. Unless you remove all these factors and surround yourself with greatness, you'll never achieve greatness. One final example I'll give you before you go. I always give my clients or students this simple example. Let's say there are two villas where you will have to be stuck in that villa with those people or an island for 1 year. In one villa, one island, you have all your friends, your relatives, your loved ones. The other one, you have the greatest minds. You have Elon Musk, you have Jeff Bezos, you have Sundar Pichai, you have Satya Nadella, you have Warren Buffett, you have Bill Gates, you have the who's who, movers and shakers. One is relatives and friends, your current bum chumps. Another one is all the greatest minds. If you had to choose one full year where you'll be mentored by A or B, which one would you choose? And which one would have the maximum benefit for your career growth, your self-improvement, your outlook? We all know the answer. When you surround yourself with greatness, you will change. So I will leave you with this. Your spouse, your friend circle, your relatives, the people you hang out with. Do they inspire you to achieve greatness? Are they levels above you? Or are they at the same level? Or are they below your level? And do you aspire to be like them? Do you have a dream, a vision? I wish I become just like them when I'm older. If the answer is no, then do yourself a favor and be true to yourself. And if not, I would say it's perfectly okay to don't need to change anything. You let me know, what do you think? You agree, disagree? I would love to hear your thoughts. Like I told you, the advice that I give is very practical, sometimes very controversial. People either like it or they don't. You tell me, what is your point of view? Good, bad, ugly? Comment down below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.